Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I hope all of you are doing great. So in today's video, we are going to take a look at some of the best resources to learn trading. Many people on Twitter keep asking me, I get many DMs about how can I learn about trading, how should I start, where should I start, what books should I read, or what YouTube channel or what course should I get because they are very confused. For beginner, it is very difficult to get the right starting point, and they sometimes lose so much money while learning about it because they don't know the proper steps or maybe should I say a proper procedure how they can learn about the stock market or specifically trading. So this video is specifically for the traders who want to learn about trading. There are two things, trading and investing. This is not much useful for the investors, although if they want to learn a little bit about trading they can check this video, but it is specifically for the traders who want to learn trading. So I've compiled a list of all the great books and some YouTube channels and a website that one can follow, and I have compiled them in a step-by-step manner that I will explain in this video how one should proceed and how one can learn about trading. So before starting the video, standard disclaimer: I'm not a SEBI registered analyst, and any stock discussed here is not a buy or sell recommendation. Please consult your financial advisor before taking any trade or making any investment. So let's get started with the video. So as you can see, the world is full of data. The world is full of data, and for a beginner, it's very hard to differentiate between the relevant and irrelevant data. If you someday search on YouTube about trading, you will get lots and lots of videos where people have talked about the investing, trading, and some of them have mixed them, and they don't really tell you about how one should start, and it's very fragmented. uh, it's a kind of a time waste when someone is trying to learn about this trading or investing because they don't know the relevant sources, so they keep exploring and exploring, and then that's how they learn. So it's a long process, and I want to simplify that because I myself went through that process. So I thought, why not make a video to simplify it and make a procedure about it. So in this video, I have compiled all the books, websites, and YouTube channels from where one can learn about trading in a step-by-step manner. So let's get started. The first and the foremost step I would recommend for every beginner, even if you know a little about trading, then also I'd recommend this is a website or an app. You can download it on Play Store or App Store from Zerodha, that is Varsity. Every beginner who is new in the market should go to this site. Let me show you this site. Yeah, so let's go to the Varsity. So Varsity by Zerodha. So this is the site. Uh, Here there are two modules that one should definitely go through. This one is the introduction to stock market. Here they have explained need to invest, regulator, financial intermediate, IPOs, what are IPOs, stock market, index, and commonly used jargons, trading terminal, and all of that stuff. And here comes the next module that is very good module for a beginner. If somebody is new in trading and he she is learning, he she is just starting, then they should definitely, this is the first step. Forget about anything, forget about YouTube, forget about the books. This is your first step. Go to Varsity by Zerodha or download it in your phone, or you can go on the website and read these two modules. First one is this your introduction to stock market, and second one is your technical analysis if you are wanting to become a trader. It's also available in Hindi and in video form. So in technical analysis, they have explained the background of the technical analysis, introduction, chart types, candlestick patterns, multi candlestick patterns, support and resistance, what are volumes, what are moving averages, indicator, Fibonacci retracement, Dow theory, and other stuff. So this is a must read for a beginner if you are just starting and you don't know about the stock market, and if you want to learn. So this is the absolute uh, first step for any beginner, that they should go through these two modules, and there are other modules also like fundamental analysis, future options. These are for later, but first you should definitely go through these two modules if you're learning trading. So this is your first step. Wait a second. So this is your first step, and the second step is books. Some people don't like to read books, but I highly recommend you can try, or maybe you can find the summary of them on YouTube, but that's not like the original thing. So I'd recommend reading few books. So this is a book called Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets by John J. Murphy. So this book is great for beginners. Like once you have completed that module from Zerodha, that technical analysis module and the introduction, then you should directly jump to this book, because in this the author have explained the philosophy of technical analysis, your Dow theory, that is your very basic of technical analysis, your chart construction, how are chart constructed, basic concept of trend, reversal patterns, continuation patterns, what are patterns, what is volume and open interest, moving averages, indicator, what are point and figure chart, candlesticks and Elliott wave theory, and many more such things. So it is really great book for a beginner. They can learn about, although these are topics given in Zerodha, but that is just your starting point where you get the introduction of all that stuff. You can't really start trading with that, with just that. So this book goes into detail about these, all the basic stuff that a beginner should know about, and this is a must read in my opinion. This is a must read for any beginner who is just starting out in the stock market and they want to learn about the technical analysis or the trading. All these concepts like the Dow theory or chart construction, your volume and open interest patterns are really important for the technical analysis. And this books explain these concept in a really good manner, and this is a must read in my view for a beginner. Once you have completed this book, then I'd say jump to this book. This book is the Bible for the beginners. This is not your like last two, this is not like your Zerodha module or the last book which explains all the basic Dow theory and your chart construction and all. This is about or this is about real trading. This book, How to Make Money in Stocks, this How to Make Money in Stocks by William O'Neill. This will tell you about how really market works, like how your chart works. Like in its first chapter, there are hundreds of charts. Like literally, there are 100 charts of the stocks that have performed really well in the past, and the author has explained the characteristics, how to find those stocks. In this, he has talked about the importance of selling and the stop loss and the risk management, and how to identify those super performance stocks that can give you 100, 200, 300, 400 kind of percent of returns that this William O'Neill has generated, and all those stocks uh, historically that have given such results. So here he have a strategy that he explains, that is the CANSLIM strategy, CANSLIM. It stands for current quarterly earnings per share, higher the better. And A stands for annual earnings increase. You should look for the stocks that are growing on quarterly basis also. The earnings should be better on quarterly basis also, and on yearly basis also. Look for companies that are launching new products, or maybe new management taking over and the stocks making new high. This is one of the most important point. The All the great traders in the history have talked about buying the stocks that are making new high, buying at the right time. S stands for supply and demand, because market is all about supply and demand, and you need to catch the stocks at the right moment where the demand will pick up or the exit before the real supply comes in. And then you have to identify if is your stock a leader or a laggard, because you see many such companies, you will find like 90% of the companies you will find in stock market are laggards. You will check it, you can check the stock charts of many such companies. Take a look at the Syntex, take a look at the Yes Bank, take a look at RBL Bank. These are laggards versus check the chart of Asian Paints, your HDFC Bank, your TCS. Those are the winners. So you have to identify if your stock is a leader or a laggard. I stands for institutional sponsorship. Always look for institutional sponsorship, means where the FIIs and DIIs are buying and have heavy stake, because they are the real market makers. We are just weak hands. We retail traders. We just buy 100, maybe 50, 10, 50, 100 shares, maybe 200 shares, and we can't really move the stock. The FIs and the DIs that have loads of money are the ones who move the stock prices. And the most important thing, market direction. You, as a buyer, you will only make money if the market is going up, and as a seller, you will only make money if the market is going down. So you have to identify the in which direction market is going, or it's just standing there. So all this, the William O'Neill has taught about all this and his strategy canceling in this book. And it's once you have completed this book, once you have understood this book, The Technical Analysis of Financial Market, once you have understood all the concepts what are there in the technical analysis, then you should directly jump to this book. It will give you a real experience about the position sizing and the risk management and how to find the stocks, the super performance. So this is a Bible. I repeat, this is the Bible for the beginners, and it is a must read in my view. If you haven't read this book, or let's say you know about the basics of the technical, then also you should read about this book. That it will change the way you trade. Trust me. And the next book is, if you wanna go deep in the technical analysis, and this is one of the best books available on technical analysis, The Handbook of Technical Analysis by Mark and Julian. So it covers topics like the market phases, your accumulation distribution phase, the trend analysis, divergence analysis, moving average chart patterns, candlestick patterns, the relevance of candlestick patterns, the relevance of chart patterns, what kind of chart patterns, sorry for that, relative strength analysis, market breadth, and is the whole market is going up, or maybe there are just few stocks that are going up, risk profiling and position, integrated technical analysis simply means combining all the trend analysis, your moving averages, your chart patterns, your candlestick patterns, relative strength, and all combining all of this and then using and making a trading strategy. And the last one is your technical trading systems that they follow, and some or other traders have followed in history. This is a really great book about technical analysis because it goes deep dive into your all these concepts. Like this one was your about the technical analysis, and it gives a really good detail, but not that much. This is in depth. If you wanna learn about the technical analysis in depth, then this is your book, my friend. This is your book, and it is a must read if you really want to learn very deeply about. If you want to understand the proper technical analysis, all the chart patterns and all the candlestick patterns, and how to use them together to become a profitable trader. So this is your third book. So first step was your going to Zerodha City and reading the technical analysis module. Second step is reading this technical analysis of the financial markets by John J. Murphy. Third step is your how to make money stocks by William O'Neill. Fourth is the handbook of technical analysis by Mark and Julian. And this one is optional, but I'd say if you like reading books, then you should definitely go through this because it goes a really deep dive in topics like the chart patterns. It has talked about the disadvantages of Dow theory, how many times it has failed, and what are the chances of failure. A very good detail about like 3-4 chapters about the complete reversal formation and deep dive about the reversal patterns, like what you should look for in a reversal, or even like it has talked about some great chart patterns that have that form on chart, like uh, the they talked about Edward D. Robert and John Magee in this book. They talked about the your inverse head and shoulder, that is your continuation pattern, because it was believed that head and shoulder is just a reversal pattern, but they proved that it is also a continuation pattern, and they have talked about that in this book, and about chart patterns in really great detail, and about the continuation pattern also, and the importance of gaps. So it is a really nice book that you should read. It's optional. If you have read these three books, then I'd say you can pretty much trade and start in the market and start getting the real time experience. That is must. Just start with 10,000 rupees. Open a real account. Don't trade in your that demo account. You will never learn that way. Just start with a very small amount. Start with very small amount and open your demat account and start trading the very next day. Once you have understood these concepts, I'd say start with a very small amount. Get the real experience. Only that way you will learn. So this is our fourth book, and this is a must read. This trio is a must read. These three books: Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard. This is your first part. This is your second part: Think and Trade Like a Champion, and this is your third. Trading psychology is the most important thing that you need to master in order to become a successful trader. And Mark Minervini, he was the US investing championship, and he averaged around 200, more than 200% returns per annum. Imagine that kind of returns. He didn't do options or futures, just pure equity trading, your pure cash trading. And in these books he have talked about how to find super performance stock. He has 4,000 books in his library, and he has read pretty much all of them, and he have read the works of the great traders, your Richard Wyckoff, your Jesse Livermore, your Stan Winstein, and your Steve Neeson, and all these books, and he has compiled all the knowledge over the years what he has learned in these three books. And the most important thing he keeps talking about is the trading psychology. Your simple, just two in trading, just follow two rules, two simple rules: cut your losses short and ride your wins. You have to get out if you know your analysis went wrong. You need to get out, and you need to ride your winners. Don't cut your winners short. And he has developed his own trading method, or you can even call it, some people call it a pattern. It is VCP, that is volatility contraction pattern. I think of it as a method, and I use this method a lot in my trading, and you will uh, feel enlightened once you have read these three books. Uh, I guarantee you these three books are must read. You just need to read five books. This your technical analysis of financial market, how to make money in stocks, the handbook of technical analysis, and these three, maybe six. Sorry, six books. And this is optional, but I would say you should read this one. So these three trio again: Trade Like a Stock Market Wizard is your first book. You should start this with this one, this one. And your second book is Think and Trade Like a Champion, and your third book is The Mindset Secrets for Winning. It basically mainly talks about the your that trading psychology, and this one explains the VCP, the whole process about how to find VCP and how to find super performance stocks, and what had been common in the stocks that have performed in the past, and how to look for those elements in the current stocks and find future super performance. And if you like reading, then you can read these books also, and highly recommend I highly recommend this one by How to Trade Stocks in Stocks by Jesse Livermore. He has explained the concept of pivot points in this, and it is a really great concept, and you should read this. And the second one is your Studies in Tape Reading by Richard D. Wyckoff. Uh, it's also a great book. And then we have this Time Einstein. Oh, it is very similar to this those first one, but I'd say if you like reading, then you should read this one. And if you learn volume is really important in trading, and if you want to learn about volume analysis, then this book by A Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis by Anna Collins is a really great book. And this one, my favorite, uh, Relative Strength, the concept that I extensively use in all of my trading. And once I learned about this concept, it changed everything. uh, it has been great journey since then, outperforming the markets using relative strength and breadth analysis. And you should read this one by Prashant Shah. So these were all the books that, in my view, these books are more than enough. Like, there are so many books, there are thousands of books, and you like reading, you can keep reading them. But I'd say keep reading these books again and again and absorb as much as you can. As the Mark Minervini said in one of his interviews, there's a video available on YouTube that he has read more than 4,000, around 4,000 books, but what he said, only 10, maybe 10 or 15 books is what made him who he is today, and he read them even 40-50 times. So I'm not saying you should read them 40-50 times, but these 4-5 books are more than enough to become a profitable trader. Even I haven't read all of them. uh, I know about these books, some of these books, and that's why I recommend it. But I have read all these ones. This was also my first book, one of the first book on the technical analysis. Then this was, and I have observed that if you read them in this manner, then it will be highly beneficial for you. So that's why I have kept them in this manner. Your first one is your this technical analysis of financial market, then this to get the real experience learn about the stop loss and your risk management, and then deep dive in technical analysis and the chart patterns. And this trio was the best. uh, my favorite, these three are my favorite. And it once I learned about the VCP, and it really changed my trading, and about the risk management, that was a big step, and it will benefit you a lot if you read all these books. So I have also compiled the list of some YouTube channels, of course the first one being mine. Wait a second. Yeah, so I've compiled a list of the websites and the YouTube channel you can use to learn trading. The first one being mine, The Average Trader. Do subscribe and like the video if you really enjoyed the video and learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. I will be teaching technical analysis and even fundamental analysis in the coming time, so do subscribe. Then we have the Trade with Trend, one of my favorite YouTube channel. I'm gonna show you this one. Wait a second. Just go to YouTube and search Trade for Trend, and this is the channel by Ronik Sir. It's a really great channel, and he has explained really well, and he has compiled a list of, like, had made playlist about the things he has taught, like your positional trading, pivot and point of control, momentum trading, price action analysis, and all of this in a very uh, sophisticated manner. And then we have this Rainer Tio and the trading channel. This is also a really great channel, the trading channel. Just search the trading channel and you will find this guy's video, and all of these are really amazing. Then I highly recommend going through this. And then there is another channel, wait a second, that is the Wise Trader. He has also explained some few, there are few videos available, but uh, all of them are really great. Wait a second, wrong channel. Yeah, so this one, Wise Trade, sorry, my bad. And he has made some videos about the candlesticks and your moving average, and these are all really great, and it really helped me a lot in my trading journey. And then we have the websites, your Investopedia, the Bible for any beginner, be it fundamental or technical. And then we have the pattern site. If you just search the patterns site, wait a sec, if you want to learn about the chart patterns, like, there are so many chart patterns given in this website. Just go to chart patterns and look at all the chart patterns. Although most of them are irrelevant and they never work, but some of them you have to master some of the chart patterns, and it will help you a lot really. Then we have the last website, that is your MarketSmith India, that will help you in determining the uh, relative strength of the stocks. So this was it for today's video. If you learned something, please consider hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and share. And do recommend it to your friends or family who want to learn about trading but they don't know where to start and how to start. So this is it. Goodbye. Take care.